Hello once again, grade 12s. So welcome back to another video of companies analysis of published financial statements. We're going to go on now and put our ratios into practice. I did mention that I was going to go over in the ratios for profitability, and so I've put some information here from an extract from some financial statements and some additional information, and I basically put the information we will need to be able to complete our sort of like a mini question, just to get you into the feel of things, right? And I have my calculator here so I can be able to calculate everything that I need to get the final answer, right? So extracted from the statements are the digits for sales. Sales is 5,152,000. Cost of sales is 3,220,000. Gross profit is 1,932,000. Operating expense was 1,004,060. What? That number is not to be read. Okay, but anyways, you see that number. So it's 1,004,640, right? And then net profit after tax was 735,700, and operating profit was 1,184,960, right? So now I have all of this information, and fun fact, like I said before, when you look into profitability, you'll find all of the information that we need is actually in our faces in an income statement. If not, you'll find it in the other statements, but primarily income statement. When I say if not, I mean as in if you didn't get an income statement in your information or your statements. So this is the income statement. It's not really in order of appearance, but it comes from the, okay, that's atrocious handwriting, I couldn't even read it, but from the income statement. Okay, so now that we know that and we have the basics of that, let's get into calculating, right? So just so that you can see the phone as well, so that you can see the calculations, and you can also see at the bottom there, right? So we're being asked to calculate the gross profit on sales. I abbreviated just for time. So gross profit over sales times 100. Our gross profit amount is 1,932,000. Divided by our sales, which is 5,152,000, multiplied by 100 over 1, right? So when we come here, we say 1,932,000 divided by 1,152,000, right? Multiplied by 100, right? And that gives us 37.5. In your exam, they'll usually specify whether you should round off to the nearest 1 decimal, 2 decimals, or rand, right? Which is no decimals at all. So I'm going to just make it 37.5% for accuracy, right? Then our next question, so this was number 1. Question number 2, let's just clear our calculator. Question number 2 says operating expenses on sales. So operating expenses was 1,004,640. So 1,004,640, right? And our sales amount is the same, 5,152,000 multiplied by 100 over 1. So we say 1,004,640 divided by 5,152,000 multiplied by 100. It's 19.5%. Obviously, if you were to round this off, this would be 38%, this would be 20%, right? Then our third question, after we clear our calculator, is operating profit on sales. Our operating profit is 1,184,960 divided by 5,152,000 multiplied by 100 over 1. Right? We come here and we say 1,184,960 divided by 5,152,000 multiplied by 100. That's a straight 23%, right? Then lastly, let me just fix that for you. Then lastly, we look into our net profit after tax, and our net profit value was 735,700 divided by sales, which is 5,152,000 multiplied by 100 over 1. Right, so we clear it and we say, I'm just going to overlap there so that you can see the calculation, and I say 735,700 divided by 5,152,000 multiplied by, oh my bad, let's just say equal to, multiplied by 100, which will give us 14.28%, right? Which when we round it off will be 15%. So like I said, these ratios and these percentages will then prove to you something in terms of an increase or a decrease, in terms of more profit is being made, in terms of we have a better turnover. All of these things will come out as results, and these are things that these are indications we have spoken about in the previous videos. And so these are just the digits. The explanation is then based on you. After you get these digits, then the teacher or the question will then ask you to elaborate as to, in terms of commenting or advising or recommending something to either improve these percentages or to keep them the same. And basically that's the purpose of these ratios. Like I said before, the purpose is to make decisions for future reference. So yes, obviously by themselves like this, there's not much you can really tell, and that's why comparison is a very big element of it. You then take ratios from previous years and compare to find, like I was saying, the increase or the decrease. And I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you in terms of understanding where to get the information, in terms of understanding how to calculate. And never mind that I was using my phone, because you're not allowed to have your phone in an exam room, so you will use your scientific calculator, which is pretty much the same, except you have the division function that looks a lot like this, right? And then you just press that button, and then it allows you to put a digit in here and a digit in here, and go and so forth and so forth. But other than that, I hope that this helped you, and I hope that studying will be much easier for you because of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.